Today we're going to be doing a long form video all about Subaru 5-speed transmissions. So what we're going to be doing is installing Cusco front differential and a center differential into a transmission for the rally car. And because I was not very educated about phase 1, phase 2 transmissions here, we've actually pieced together two transmissions for this project, and we'll be going over the differences and such, and how to actually disassemble these, put in the diffs, and get them back together successfully. This information should be applicable to all phase 1 and phase 2 US 5-speed transmissions, so Impreza RS, WRX, Forester, etc. Anything that's using these 5-speed manual transmissions. Right in front of me, I've got a mix of phase 1 and phase 2 actually. So here we have a phase 1 front half that I've combined with a phase 2 rear half. So the transfer case assembly and transfer gears. So how do you tell apart phase 1 versus phase 2? There's two main things you're going to look for. One is casting differences on the front half. Phase 1 versus phase 2 definitely has some differences. The webbing is more intense on the phase 1, and the mount bosses are actually very different on the sides here. And then a phase 1 transfer case housing will have this plate on the top, whereas phase 2 is not going to have any of that. So it's actually a different center differential and gears in the phase 2 versus the phase 1, which means that if you are to mix parts, you need to mix the entire back half as a unit. You can't mix and match individual pieces of this assembly, because as we'll see, there are casting differences, there are part and gear and bearing differences, etc., that prevent you from mixing these parts. So don't mind the order of the videos. I did this a little backwards, and most of this is about the assembly, but we'll dive in and we'll talk about how to successfully get into these and replace the differentials.